Moving on to a more psychotic look on the world, here's a censored insight from our own editorialist, Brian Wamsley. We'd like you to remember that the ideas expressed by Brian Wamsley do not necessarily represent Stow Student News or sponsors. If you have heart problems, high blood pressure, or are currently pregnant, you're advised to put your head down and pretend to be dead for the next 3 minutes.
This is Brian Wamsley, proud to be the junior class's very own 490 and the only person Mr. Pavlich won't let go live, and I'm coming out of the booth. As most of you may know, the freshmen are required to complete 90 hours of community service to graduate. Now, not to mislead anyone into thinking that I like freshmen, but I had a chance to talk with them, or some of them, about this issue and to see what their thoughts were on the subject. This is Brian Wamsley filming for Stow Student News on location with George Nicholas. George, what do you think about this community service that the freshman has to go through? I mean, I know you're not doing community service yourself, but do you have any opinions on it?
Yeah, I think they deserve it because they're freshmen, and you know, we didn't have to do that much community service, but freshmen should do it.
I'm here with Ranji Puri, and we're talking again more about this whole service learning jive. And I was just curious, what were your thoughts on the class as of right now?
Well, I don't think it's right to force kids to do this. It's a good class and everything, but it shouldn't be mandated to actually help other people. It should be like your own opinion or own, like, you should feel that you have to help them, and shouldn't force people to graduate with this. I'm talking with Courtney Baird. Courtney, what do you think about this this entire service learning business that's being bestowed upon the freshmen now?
I think it's pretty stupid that they're making a big deal out of it. I mean, the idea is pretty good, but they shouldn't, like, force everything upon us and make us do 90 hours. That's a lot.
I'm in the library here talking to Mr. Drozen about the community service issue. Mr. Drozen, do you think that community service in general is going to help the freshmen, or do you think it'll hinder the freshmen in general?
I don't see any reason why it would hinder them. Maybe give them an idea of, you know, helping out your fellow man or something like that. But I'm not really quite sure exactly what it's going to involve at this point, like what kind of jobs it's involved. You know, useful things would be helpful, not just maybe picking up garbage or something like that.
Well, there you have it. The consensus appears to be that not all freshmen enjoy the idea of community service. Well, is it such a bad thing to make kids do their part in the community, go out and pick trash up the side of the road, or go assist the elderly in a nursing home? Well, yeah, Fruitcake, when was the last time you were so overwhelmed with civic pride that you left your environmentally controlled ageist ignorance to step out in the sweltering sun and do something as meaningless as pick up other people's trash? And why is it that you're sending out children, your own children, to nursing homes for hours at a time enjoying the company of a crazy war veteran who only answers to Mad Dog McGee, has a wooden leg and refers to you as Sonny or a scurvy sea dog? You cannot force civic pride or obligation. You can, however, stress the importance of accepting responsibility for your actions, then draft an army of children to do work without pay to clean up an environment you helped destroy in the first place. Let the people who enjoy things like helping other people do their community service next to the vandals, arsonists, and other juvenile delinquents that get community service as a condition of probation. That way, people will know that a helping hand is a sincere hand, not someone who is forced to help another because they want to graduate. This is Brian Wamsley, and you stand corrected.